Hello there. I've got my chair out now, and all I'm going to do is scoot right to the front edge of it. And again, I need to bend at the hips and keep the knees straight. So I'm coming right to the edge of the chair. A lot of my patients find this one very comfortable. We can keep the back nice and straight to stretch forward, or if you want to get a little bit of a back bend, we're going to bend and reach. Now, if you have disc problems, you're going to want to do with a very straight back and bend forward. That also pulls the butt bone back, so it stretches this upper part even more. So you can see with a nice arched back and straight here, I can only reach about this far. If I let my back bend, I can come all the way down to my toes. So I cheat a little bit, and I get most of my motion from the back, which is why we're doing these hamstring stretches. But a lot of my patients really like stretching this way. Don't fall off the chair, but gravity is now helping to pull me down. And what we can do is just reach down and reach, see how far you can reach down the leg. Ultimately, you want to be able to touch your toes and then get a little bit further than that. But note the difference between here with my back bent, and if I come up straight, I can't get anywhere near my toes because I feel that pulling in my hamstrings. So this is a really good stretch, a really good way to do it. And again, we can do an ankle pump while we're down there. Then we can do a standing stretch. We're just going to stand up, and you can find a stool or a chair depending on how high you can lift. And we're just going to put that foot right up on the chair and then reach down towards it. If you have bad balance, you're going to want to have something else to hold on to while you do this. But it's also a good way to practice your balance. So don't fall down, but what we're going to do is just that same thing. Again, straight knee, bent hip. And that's going to get us into that position. So now we can reach with one hand, or two, we can draw in a little bit of a back motion. That also changes the position of the leg. So very simple. This is a modified position of the pyramid pose for yoga, where we're coming down and reaching towards the floor, which is another good way to stretch. I don't particularly do it. But then we move to a standing position. This is just your basic forward bend. Is another way to stretch that. And you can modify that with legs apart and legs wide. And then you can also come to the side, and you'll feel a stretch more on this one or this one. There is a dynamic stretch that you can do where you grab your ankles and move over to the side and stretch, and over to the other side and stretch. Now this starts pulling in addition to the hamstrings, it starts pulling in some of the hip adductors that pull your legs together. It's a really good stretch for those. Again, it's going to take a little more balance than some people might have, but you'll feel this pulling in a little bit more in the thigh and not just getting the hamstrings. But it's a good one to kind of work in there. Again, if you can get two muscles at once or two groups, that's all the better. Now we're going to move to one last exercise with laying down. I just want to show you. I'm just going to use the door frame, and what I'm going to do is put one leg through the door and the other leg up on the door jamb. This is another comfortable, easy way to stretch where it kind of takes the work out for your arms. Some of the laying down ones you have to use your arms to hold. In this case you don't have to use your arms to hold, but you get a really good firm stretch. So what we're going to do is just kick the leg through the doorway, and then I'm going to put my other leg up on the door jamb. And now I can just relax. This one's nice and easy, no problem here at all. So, some combination of these stretches I'm going to do for 3 minutes a day, and I'm going to show you how much progress I make over the next couple weeks. The goal is to put my palms on the floor. I think we're going to make it there. In fact, after all this stretching, which is again more than 3 minutes today, let's see if I've made any progress. I've already gained about 2 inches today. When I started, I could barely touch my fingertips, and now I can put my knuckles down. In this position, you'll also notice as you breathe out, you can reach a little further. As you breathe in, your arms are going to come up. But if I just bend down, this is where I started today. I can put my knuckles down and a little bit more. So, I'm going to take a video every week and I'm going to show you my progress. What I'd like to see is you post a video and show me your progress. And we can all progress together. So thank you. Happy stretching.